Right here I have got a Duracell 9-volt battery and three AAA batteries. Now, usually you wouldn't think that you could use these like interchangeably, but if you run out of AAA batteries and you have like a radio or an MP3 player or a flashlight that runs off of them, you can actually use a 9-volt battery as a power supply. It will take some hacking to do, and you have to have a good brand battery. Duracell works. Ultra Alkaline Supercell from Walgreens is crap. Royovac will work, even though they're one of the lower end brands of batteries. So, to get this to work, you have to have a tool, like I would say a pair of needle nose pliers, a screwdriver with a flat head, and my other item I chose to use was a nail. I used the nail because it was quick and easy to get it open. Obviously, I've already started opening this, and it's not the most majestic looking cut. But once you get this open, you don't need that anymore. You have a little shell, if it's right. It will have 6 cylinders in there. They're a little bit smaller than a standard AAA battery, but they work. And that's all that really matters. They're the same voltage as a AAA battery, so you won't have any problem, having your device not working. So, there's different types of batteries that have different types of ceilings over these batteries, but they are not dangerous unless it doesn't look like this. If it looks like a couple stacked up cylinders, or not stacked up, if it looks like a couple rectangles stacked on top of each other, it's not the right kind of battery, and you don't want to mess around with that. I have no idea what that is, but once I get this plastic off, you'll be able to see that these are all connected with tabs on the top. Well, obviously you can't put that in an MP3 player. So you're going to want to take your pliers and snip off the tabs at the top, and pretty much anywhere there's a tab, you want to just pull it off. It will take a little bit of time, but in the end you'll have a decent battery. You can actually just pull them off, and because I said these are smaller, for size comparison you'll see again, they're a little bit thinner and a little bit shorter, but they should work. And if you want to leave the tab on there, it will actually add a little bit of height to them, and then you won't have a problem fitting them in as much. So just take your pliers and pull them. If you don't have pliers to do this with, you can instead you pull them apart. It won't be as pretty, but it doesn't really matter. If you're really wanting to listen to your MP3 player or use your device that runs off of AAAs, you shouldn't have a problem doing this to a battery, especially if you're not even using a 9-volt battery, because nobody really uses these for anything other than like remote control cars or remote control helicopters. They're pretty much useless. I don't use them at all. I don't know if these cells work because I just found this battery in a box in my basement, and so if it does work, it'll be good. But earlier I ripped open the Royovac, so I have the 6 cells from that also. And right here I have a light and radio combo. I don't have any headphones, so you won't be able to see if the radio works, although I'm pretty sure it would. And so I'm going to insert 2 of these cells in there. They do fit, so you won't have a problem with that. As you can see, they're very loosely fit, but they will stay in. And then as soon as I can get this thing closed, you can see that the light works very dimly because this battery is old and dead. But if I pop these out, I will take some of the good cells that I have from the other battery that I took apart earlier, which was brand new, I might add, and the light should work. I don't think I got it in. I think the second one missed the contact. So you got to make sure you get the contacts right. It's really hard to tell which way is the plus and minus and which ones work or not, but I have gotten this to work. If I can't get it to work, it's going to suck. I'm going to look like an idiot. So, I'll try this one more time. Just trying random batteries here. That could be part of the problem. And the light works. This is about pretty much what the light looks like at full strength. I will actually take out these batteries and pop in a couple of AAAs to show you that there's no difference in the voltage. You can take a multi-volt reader and you can use that to view the voltage, but I don't know why the light's not working on this, but as you can see, there's a power light for the radio functioning on this one. So
if you want to, you can take apart your own batteries and use them as AAAs. Although not many things use AAAs, but like I said, if you have an MP3 player or any sort of device that needs one, and you're in a pinch, you could sacrifice one of your 9-volt batteries and it will work just the same. If you have to, you know, do a little bit of experimenting to find out which way. But there is one way I've noticed you can tell which direction the battery is going. I don't know if you can see this or not, but on the battery there's a little indentation around this end, and it has a tiny nub on the one side, whereas it's not got a nub on the bottom. And I'm pretty sure that the plus side, or the positive side, is the part with the nub on it, and the negative is the flat end. And so that's how it compares to a normal battery. Slightly smaller, but it works. And I might make another video today, because I'm bored out of my mind and I got no homework.